We're back, and my guest tonight, we got a great lineup tonight, Alexia. It's the coach of the Marywood softball team and two of their star players, Coach John Butash, Antolino and Arianna Shellman. Thanks for joining us. What a setup. What an iconic lineup. How we feeling, folks?
Good.
Feeling good.
Your first time on the show? Mm-hmm. Mine too. Now, I want to get my questions in order. And it starts with you, Coach Butash. The Atlantic East coaches' preseason poll predicted that the team would win, like the whole season. Is that something, like, was that an expectation, or was it like a pleasant surprise?
We've established ourselves over the last several years as one of the strong teams in our conference. And I always look at that as a vote of respect from the other coaches, because that vote is taken by the coaches throughout the conference. And so when they choose us to be the number one team, it's basically saying that they realize that the Marywood softball program is very strong. And so we always think it as a big compliment when we get that.
So, like, for a message to your team, like, what's the expectation versus, like, the performance because of having that greatness on your back right now?
Right.
So what would be?
No, it's we encourage that. We embrace it as a goal. I mean, our whole goal obviously is to win the championship. Mm-hmm. And as we give our student athletes a good experience with softball, which is a part of their whole college experience, there's nothing like winning. So we strive to win with also more of an emphasis on the academic part of their experience here at Marywood.
We try the same thing when we get nominated for Emmys. We just don't have the same success rate you guys do. Now, that said, you guys are amazing players. So what was training like for you guys? I know you were recently in Florida, in Miami, I believe. So what was that like?
It's like we come in, we work, we have fun, but like we get stuff done. So like we're serious, but we still know how to have fun, and we enjoy it.
I thought it was fun. Like Florida, we practiced for one day off the plane, and then after that, we just game. Sorry. And practice like during the weekdays. They're fun, like a couple hours. Do BP, and we have a lot of fun, but we also get stuff done. Make sure like our reps are clean and we're smooth. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Having that like success and then like also being able to play in Florida. What was the reason you chose Marywood to play? And like, how was the recruiting process overall?
It was good. I got in touch with Coach John and met with him and got a tour of Marywood and pretty much fell in love with it ever since. Like, I came here and I love the welcoming community and I love the coaching staff and the team, and basically just knew ever since I wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, recruiting was stressful.
Yeah.
That's the most difficult part of, I feel like, going to a school for sports. But emailed Coach John, sent him some film, came to a couple of my games, and went to camp. He was very welcoming. All the girls were welcoming. It was a great experience, like just coming here for the first time, just being welcomed. And yeah, I chose it because this program's good, obviously. Softball program's good. Coaching staff I loved right away. And the school is just a good school.
Back in the day, Randy, you know, I was in the recruiting process myself, and I only played basketball here for like a season, and then I wanted to pursue journalism, and I just took down that step. But the recruiting process is tough.
Yeah.
I give you guys a lot of credit. It's
so
tough,
stressful.
It's tough, but it's great whenever you find a great coach. You know.
Yeah.
And did you know?
My head's going to be too big to go out these doors.
Did you know that these were the players for you? Like you had a whole roster of people, potential candidates, and you just knew right off the bat, or what was that process like on your
Our
end?
program is very strong, and that combination with Marywood's academic background, everyone looks at Marywood as a strong school academically. And with the softball and with the academics, it's a great mix, and we don't have a lot of trouble recruiting quality student athletes. And then we do get to choose. I mean, we can bring in even more than what we do. We actually have 10 freshmen this year. which is our largest freshman class ever since I've been involved with the program. And I probably could have brought in 15. Again, not only because of the softball program, because of Marywood-University.
Now, every sports person, I guess that's the term, has their influences, right? Alexia has influences for the sport she chose, and I was a competitive eater. Pause for laughter. So what's been influences for the three of you?
My parents put me into the sport when I was like 4, and I grew up loving it. I've just been playing it ever since. Decided I wanted to play at a higher competitive level. My mom played softball, so she loved that I loved it.
Yeah, probably my parents as well. They've always like supported me, pushed me to be my best, and they've taken me everywhere, all through the tri-state area and even like down south for showcases and camps. And my brother had an impact on it too, because I grew up around baseball, so softball is the next best thing, I guess. And yeah, now I'm here.
Nice. How about for influence for coaching?
Well, playing baseball my whole life and had many wonderful coaches all the way back to Little League, and still see those people around. And whenever I see them, I'm just so happy and talk to them about the old days and the influence they had, the positive influence they had on me in terms of how I coach and how I became the person that I am.
Lovely. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages. Stick around. We're back with the Marywood softball team. Arianna, you have a batting average of .333. That's really consistent. What's it like getting in that headspace that you have to keep it up the same time over and over?
Well, I have key phrases that Coach D gave to me. I have to really focus on my front shoulder, my back hip. So every time I go up there, I'm like thinking back hip, front shoulders, to make sure like I keep them in. And then I just look for a pitch that I could drive and then try and hit it. I don't really, just have to lock in, and then, yeah.
So, the main question here, it's controversial. Everybody has either like a crazy like pregame song that they gotta like lock into, or like a snack, or like a ritual. Like, what is your superstition? The best way to describe it.
Okay, so before my games, I have to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that my dad makes specifically.
Okay.
And then before I go at bat, I like do 2 taps with my left foot, and then I step in the box. I like spin my bat,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go in and I get set. But yeah, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich is important.
Wait, are you close to home from here?
Like 3 hours. It depends on traffic.
How is he selling? How is he mailing you this PB&J?
Oh, he brings it up with him.
Oh, okay.
Every time he drives, because he comes to like the games.
Okay.
So every time he comes,
Yeah.
I get my peanut
Every
butter
time?
and jelly sandwich.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have like a pre-game superstition, but like when I go up to bat, I do like the same movements like at the plate. Like I tap the plate, and I like spin my bat, and then like get ready for my bat.
Okay. And like when you're on the road, do you have a certain song you gotta listen to? 'Cause that's how I was big time. It was bad.
I really don't have a certain song.
Okay.
They do have walk-up songs, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do have walk-up song. What's yours? Yeah.
Mine's Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That's really good. That one gets me hyped.
Yeah.
Mine's The Show Goes On.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm.
Wait, I love this.
Yeah.
Coach, do you have any
That's tough.
rituals?
I really couldn't say I have any rituals, just try to stay consistent with how I present myself to the team
Mm-hmm.
on a daily basis in terms of what our message is, which is always positive,
Mm-hmm.
and try to get them in the best frame of mind to be able to, compete and perform at the highest level.
The way you said ritual made me think that they were all standing in the middle of the locker room with like a fire and like holding hands and like
A big pentagram in the middle?
going in a big circle and just like
I actually have
dancing.
a pre-show ritual I do every
Oh.
time here. It's
I'm not a
it's
part of
usually
this.
just
I'm not
drinking.
a part of this.
That's not water in there. Though. It's straight gin.
One thing we do before the games when we read the lineup,
Mm-hmm.
we have one of the student athletes read the lineup, and they continue to read the lineup until we lose. So some of our student athletes will get to read the lineup once, others will get on a roll, and that's a superstition, I guess, for me. That
Okay.
Renee McDonald, one of our
Oh, yeah.
juniors,
sure.
Renee read the lineup, I think, maybe 4 consecutive or 5 consecutive times because we got on a winning streak.
Whoa.
And so as soon as we lose a game, now we next, and we find
Yeah.
someone else to read the lineup. And we're going through the senior. We've done the seniors, now we're into the juniors, and we hope we stop right now. We just keep winning every game. But yeah, that I guess that would be a ritual, a superstition that we use.
Well, speaking of winning, Mia, you really came in clutch in that Elmira game with that last game because I predicted it. They was
Yeah.
going to come back in the end. I bet a lot of money on it, and thankfully my knees are still intact. But what was that like, getting that winning score?
It was exciting. Like, just going up as a freshman, having the walk-off hit for my team. It was exciting being congratulated by the team and the coaches.
I think the most important thing concerning that hit was it wasn't like a first pitch hit. It was like 4 or 5 pitches in. She hit a couple of foul balls down the left field line, took a couple of balls. Maybe it was 2-2 count, Mia, maybe?
Yeah.
So it was a battle. It was not, it showed a lot of fortitude, intestinal fortitude on her part, that you remained focused. And, I know it was nerve-wracking probably. Maybe your knees were shaking when she was batting that time as a freshman. But just the kind of person she is, and having recruited her because of her softball skills and just her overall person. And so it was not a shock that she got the game-winning hit, but it was a good tip of the cap to her because she hung in there throughout the whole at bat and came through at the end.
Straight aura.
How are you feeling for the rest of the season? Are we confident we're going to win?
Oh, yeah. I'm confident.
I'm confident. I believe in us.
Yeah, we have a really good team chemistry. We all work together. And again, we go out there every day competing, giving our best effort, and hope, things work out in our favor. We're counting on it, but it all has to do with hard work. Nothing's going to be handed to us, so every day at practice we focus, and the theme is always one day at a time and just get better, win the practice, win that day, and move on to the next day.
Truer words. Truer words. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank
We
you
really
for having
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Best of luck in the rest of I don't know if it's like the theater world where you can't say good luck. I come from the theater, and that's normally blasphemy to say, but best of luck to you all.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Charlotte Rocher.